Here we are just a second looking at a bank of ZRX carburetors that belong to Chris for his 99 ZRX up there. So we're going to talk about this for just a minute because I've stumbled across a few minor issues that we're going to come across. So the jet kit in this particular bike is a factory pro jet kit. It's all 130 mains all the way across with 35 pilots, 2 turns out. The bike is running pods and a full exhaust system. This is actually just a wee bit on the lean side, and typically factory pro jet kits are usually like a 130 on the outside and a 132 on the inside, usually one set richer. So I'm not sure what happened here with the staggered jetting that disappeared. Also, because of the age of the bike and the design of the needle profile, this may actually be a pre-factory pro kit that was not designed for pods. So Chris, if you know which jet kit, if you have the remaining parts and stuff like that, I need the part number. If not, we're probably going to be better off going with a different jet kit that is actually designed for pods, because it's really hard to tune one that has a needle that's not really set up for pods. Moving on, so of course everything was pretty nice and dirty. The air jets were nice and green. Believe it or not, none of the pilots, all 35s right here, were completely blocked. A lot of the problem was actually vacuum caps split. We would have eventually had some serious leaks. As you can see, the bowl gaskets are pretty much toast. You can see the fungus growing on them and the grime and buildup in the bowls. This one was actually one of the better looking of the 4. The chokes were pretty clean. All the O-rings on the vent pipes, these 2 pipes go between the carburetors up on the top. These are the crossover fuel lines. All of their sealing O-rings were actually in really bad shape. You can see the stuff growing on them. It was just a matter of time before one of them completely gave way and leaked fuel while the fuel was on top of the engine alternator and down onto the exhaust and possibly a fire. We've never heard of a ZRX doing that yet, but there's been many other brands of motorcycles that do that. All the brass parts after they soak in my cleaner and stuff will come out looking absolutely brand new. They won't be this dull finish. But these are factory 130 mains. I believe a 130 main to a dyno jet, that would be a dyno jet 126, which for at sea level or close to sea level for where you live, which is probably 400 or 500 feet over sea level, is really pushing the lean side. More bowl of parts. Everything's going to get cleaned up. All the diaphragms were actually pretty good. None of them were damaged, which is usually good. Sometimes I've run across some that are pinched or somebody's used carburetor cleaner and it's destroyed the rubber and it no longer functions like it's supposed to. So other than that, everything's really good. Don't mind the ZRX piston. It's just simply holding some of the screws for the top cap. Just a safe place for them. And I will upload this and you will get this. Oh, a couple other things I'll mention while I'm here. I think I sent in an email. Oil didn't look too bad, but it smelled really heavy of fuel. So maybe the fuel was left on or something like that. Heat built up in the tank and it pushed some fuel into the oil. So it's a good thing the bike really wasn't run with that oil in there. And that's it.